Alright, hello, what's up? It's Gokuma, welcome to the channel, and today gonna be playing a little bit more Street Fighter V. Not too much, this is gonna be a long stream, but probably gonna play like maybe about hour, 45 minutes or something, whatever. I see like, there's like all these like extra costumes and shit. Like, how the fuck?
This time the rank is... Big brother, please take care of this. Thanks for waiting. Dance and DQ will come out next.
Like, is there a way to just buy fight points? Because if I can buy fight points, like, I'll just fucking do it. Like... Oh, damn. The whole $6 for... Like, or is the only way to... Hey, Charismatic Canine, what's up? How you doing? But yeah, or is the only way to, like, I have to play online and do shit. Because I want to do that. I feel like wasting time. Damn, 16 hours. I have no idea what that is like. I think the most I've ever slept may have been like 12 hours. You know, but that's like after a day of like being like really sick or something. So yeah, I just booted up just now, so I'm gonna play Street Fighter V for a little bit. You know, probably about like for about an hour and a half, maybe. And then I gotta step out. Yeah, some of these costumes look really cool, but I gotta like pay monies. But then like,
Big brother, please take care of this.
oh, okay, here's alternate costume. Oh, okay, never mind. Same shit as before. Because, like, they just showed, like, an outfit with, like... with... Cammy as Jill, and I don't think I have that. Yeah, I don't think I have that. Okay, interesting. Like stuff I didn't realize the game fucking had. Okay, there's packs that I can buy. But I still don't. Yeah, it's like they have outfits. That aren't associated with anything.
Bye-bye! Come back again!
Yeah, see, look, like they have like fucking Resident Evil outfits, and like I don't think I have that.
Thank you very much!
Motherfucker. Buttons.
This Justin!
Alright.
Thanks for waiting! Dancing Geeky will come out next.
Alright, I'm trying to look for Cammy. I don't see a Cammy.
Next up are my weather suggestions.
Wait, this is... Dan has a sister? Since fucking when? Yeah, I don't know how to find out more information about... Oh, here we go. Oh, it says it. I purchased it. But I don't recall seeing it, like, with my outfits. Oh, I remember seeing this one. I don't remember seeing Camia's build, like, unless it's purchased, but I don't have it downloaded. Maybe that's the case.
Thank you very much!
Because, alright, let me do this. I'm wasting too much time. And I got a lot of fucking characters to go through. Alright, where the fuck is Cam? Okay. Oh, there we go. I do not recall seeing that before, though. The Jill outfit? Oh, okay. I guess I do have it. And there's like one outfit that they showed for Balrog. Nah. So, I don't know how I'm supposed to get that one other than like trying to randomly get it, but it's okay, I'm not pressed about it. I was just like really wondering like the fuck. Alright, so last night, I managed to beat it as these 7 characters. So let's see if maybe I can at least beat it as this block of 4 characters. Alright, so next we're gonna play as Falk? Falk? Is that how you pronounce her name? I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Falk? Maybe Falk? I don't know. This is a all-new character who made her debut in Street Fighter V. And so far, the only game that we've seen her in. Other than that, you know, I don't really know what the deal is with her. All her different outfits. Oh, her Halloween outfit looks really cool. I'll use her default outfit. Oh, let me see her colors though. I'll use her default.
I'm ready. Now begin.
So, apparently there's been information regarding the Capcom Cup that's happening next month, which I wish I could have gone, but me buying a fucking Nintendo Switch 2 did not help that situation. But because the Capcom Cups, the last couple years they've been here in Japan, but like, you know, in Tokyo, and so like I would have to like, you know, like get a flight to Tokyo, get a hotel, and the thing is like is days. Like it's like a 5-day thing. So, you know, and I haven't really saved up money, like, you know, the getting towards the end of the year / New Year, like around the holidays, it's like, you know, people be doing stuff, I be doing stuff, so that means money. So I didn't really save any money the last few months, and then this month where like I could have, I'm gonna buy a Nintendo Switch 2, so I don't know how to do anything with her. Like, is she a charger? Maybe she's a charger. I don't know. I don't know how to do anything with her. She seems interesting, but
You win.
like, you know, she seems to have some like interesting attacks and stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, I was talking about the Capcom Cup. Yeah, so the reason why like there's been some controversy with the Capcom Cup this year is because Capcom, or at least like a division in Capcom, which is their esports division, had decided that they were going to charge for people to watch this year's Capcom Cup. At least, you know, to be able to watch it live. And this was something that hold on. Oh, fuck did that do? What does this do? Yeah, I can't figure out her moves. I should probably look at her move list.
You win.
Because nothing I'm doing is working. Well, if she has grappler moves. But anyways, yeah, so they decide that they're gonna charge people if they want to see the Capcom Cup live, like as it's happening. And it was Capcom's esports decision that made this. So which unfortunately it meant that when this decision was made, you know, the developers of Street Fighter end up getting like you know, like a lot of shit about this, but they had nothing to do with it. In fact, like that news was just as much of a surprise to them as everyone else. Like they found out at the same time, and they had oh yeah, she was weird. Gotta hold stuff. Huh. Yeah, no, she seems weird to use. Like, it's like, okay, so I have to hold punch then release, and like a lot of her moves seem to be based on that. Just the Capcom Cup. Like, because the Capcom Cup is the only thing that Capcom does with Street Fighter that is like ran through them, where like they like organize it. Everything else Street Fighter related is always associated to other events that aren't run or organized by Capcom, though they're sponsored by Capcom. But if Capcom tried to do that shit with other with other events, there would likely be some huge fucking backlash. Like, there would be no way that they would go to like go to Evo or go to any of these other events and be like, hey, we want to charge people to watch this Street Fighter tournament through your event. And it was like, yeah, no, that would not fly. Like, that would not work. Like, I mean, yeah, they did, only because like Nintendo is fucking is out of touch and they suck. And also the problem is that in regards to Smash, they don't need the support of the fighting game community for Smash to like sell well. Like, a new Smash game will come out, it will sell. It just will. Like, every type of person will buy it. But fighting games, because like they're a little bit more niche, they need a community. You know, if Capcom started going the Nintendo route, and they only either like, okay, there's only like certain events get to have Street Fighter tournaments, or events that like they do themselves. Like, yeah, no, it would create like huge issues with the Street Fighter community, with the fighting game community. And I would think even people within, like, even developers of Street Fighter, like, this would be a huge issue for them as well, because they recognize, because even with this, where they're charging people for the Capcom Cup, even the developers are against that. Like, they don't like that, and it's because they recognize that they need a good community following for to help support these games, especially because, like, they're trying to get have active support for years going. Like, Smash doesn't need that. Like, Smash could just release once, come out with some DLC characters, and that's that. It doesn't need to be a big deal, because Nintendo they don't give a shit. But people who make Street Fighter, like, they care. They give a shit. It's just, it's just the parts of Capcom that just look at things as dollar signs and are like, like, what can we do to to make money, to make more money off of this. So anyways, yeah. So what ended up happening, and first off, this is going back like a few months ago when this shit was announced. All right, I get to take a break because I don't bother with this shit with the Civi Barrel minigame. So they announced that Capcom Cup will be, like a pay-per-view event, and it was gonna cost like I don't know how much it would have been in American. Probably like 25 bucks or something like that, because it was gonna be like 4,000 yen for us in Japan, and and they probably could have gotten a maybe, well, because I think the reason why they were trying to do is because like Street Fighter 6 is like incredibly huge in Japan. Like it's the biggest Street Fighter has ever been in Japan, and has so much support in Japan that you know, like other Street Fighter games previously never had. So again, like this is coming from, you know, like fucking business people who are just, you know, like looking for ways to, you know, just make more money. You know, they don't really care about anything else. So what ended up happening was, of course, there was backlash, you know, from fans, from, you know, people within Capcom itself. And so the other day, you know, I think within the last couple days or so, there was a you know, a video, like, you know, by Capcom addressing you know, this situation of the Capcom Cup. And so in the video, like, it features, like, I don't know, whatever asshole, like, who's in charge of Capcom's esports division, and the producer of Street Fighter 6. So it's like, oh, okay, like now we got, like, you know, the producer of Street Fighter 6 in on this shit. You know, like he's not like, you know, some like separate entity who has nothing to do with this. So they're not necessarily backtracking from all this. I think it's one of those things where possibly they're so far into this thing that they're not going to completely back off of it. So the only other thing that they're doing is lowering the price, like, significantly. So I think, like, for US it comes out to like $10. In Japan it comes out to 1,500. Doesn't mean shit because I'm not gonna pay for it. You know, but you do get, like, you know, I think you get like an outfit for a character, and I think maybe you get like other stuff, and then I think also, like, you're able to watch the tournament through Street Fighter 6's Battle Hub or something. So yeah. But it felt like for the most part it was like them like being like, yeah, so we kind of like fucked up, and we did a thing and we heard you guys are pissed, so we're trying to make it better while still trying to find ways to take money from you. So we'll have to see how it goes this year. Like, if it goes really well for them this year, then it could be something that we will continually see in the future. If it doesn't go really well, then of course, like, they're gonna stop that shit, and they'll have to find other ways to get money off of us, and which is weird because it's like, for them to get money off of us, they, you know, they were coming out with, like, you know, like we saw, like there was costumes there, like part of costume packs that, like, you buy, and it goes directly into supporting you know, the Capcom tour. It's like, why don't you just keep doing shit like that? Like, why don't you, like, fucking make outfits or items or things or whatever that that, like, we buy it and it goes towards the Capcom Cup. It's like, not only are we supporting the Capcom Cup, but we get something out of it. So I don't understand, like, you know, why the straight up change to this, but I don't know, we'll see. The only other concern that I have is that this makes it seem like, you know, like Capcom needs money or something to keep supporting the Capcom Cup. So I'm concerned that because the last couple of years the Capcom Cup has been Capital Speed doing right, exactly. The last couple Capcom Cups have been here in Japan, and I really wanted to go, but I have not been able to for, you know, financial reasons. And I'm worried that, like, what's gonna happen for next year's Capcom Cup is a certain country is going to be like, hey, have Capcom Cup in our country and we'll fucking give you money for it. And then yeah, then I won't be able to go. So that's kind of like one of the things that I thought about, and that certain country is Saudi Arabia. So, but anyways, but yeah, that's the situation right now. Yeah. Fortunately, they will upload the Capcom Cup event, like, I think 2 weeks later on YouTube. So it's like, all right, fine, I'll wait the 2 weeks. I don't have to be in a rush to see it. There's plenty of other tournaments and stuff going on. Sorry, not all the years that, like, I've watched Street Fighter V tournaments, like, no one's ever used this girl. I've never seen anyone use her.
You win.
I didn't even know she existed until I got to the character select screen.
Secret area.
So, but other than that, yeah, there's a lot going on with fighting games right now. Not controversies or anything, just, you know, we got Evo, like, fucking having, like, right now 3 events a year with you know, Evo America, Japan, and now France. So at least with Evo Japan, like, I can try to go to that, like, one of these days. I don't think it'll be this year, because, like, trying to go this year sucks, because in the past Evo Japan has usually been, when it first started, it used to be closer to like knee deep into, like, winter time, like right, like, in the middle of butt fucking winter time, so, like, around, like, January, February. And as the years progressed, like, they kept slowly, like, moving it up, or maybe down, like, down the year. So it's like something that started in January, eventually went to, like, February, and then I think last year it was like in March or April or something. And then this year it's like in May. But what sucks is that it's like right in the middle of butt fucking Golden Week. And it's like, well, I don't want to fucking travel during Golden Week, because everything's going to be expensive, everything's going to be packed. Alright. What's up with this? Free from the clutches of Shadowloo, Falk, and the others now like siblings to her, enjoyed some well-earned peace together, and Ed returned to his childish ways. Oh, okay. Alright, interesting. I still don't know anything about this girl, but oh. So I got some bonus art. Looks very cool. Cats. Street Fighter girls with cats. I mean, you can't really go wrong.
Thank you for playing.
So Golden Week is a holiday week that happens in Japan, like around the end of April, beginning of May. It's a holiday week that has like about like there's like 3 holidays like back to back to back, like 3 or 4 holidays. They're either back to back to back, or like one holiday happens and then like 2 days later there's like another holiday, and then the next day's another holiday, and so forth. So usually people or businesses, they might have like the whole week off, or they might have like most of the week off, something. So that's Golden Week. And because Golden Week also happens like in May, like it's like springtime, it's warmer, it's friendlier to travel now, and that's what fucking people do. Because part of the problem that in Japan, because of how fucking toxic like their work culture is, where it's like people don't take vacations. It's like I don't see the point in giving people vacations if they can only take it during designated times. And it doesn't mean like they can only take it at those times. It just means that like they're very heavily discouraged from taking vacation at any other time of the year, except for certain times like Golden Week, or over the summer, or like winter break, or the break between like when school starts and school ends. So what ends up happening is I avoid traveling during those periods of time, because literally everyone else who wants to fucking travel is going to travel at those times, because they don't get to travel any other time of year.
Street Fighter 5.
So Golden Week is a pretty big deal in Japan. But the fact that they're like deciding like, hey, we're gonna hold Evo Japan like right in the middle of fucking Golden Week, it's like, the fuck. Like there's no way for me to not only make this cheap, but it's like it's gonna be a pain in the ass trying to find like hotels and shit like that. Alright, so next we got Sakura. Who returns from Street Fighter 4, made her initial debut in Street Fighter Alpha 2, and has been in quite a few games since then. So not really sure what the deal with her is now, because she's not wearing her traditional schoolgirl uniform that we've seen her wear for like, I don't know, like 20 years before this. It looks like she has like a job or something, so I don't know, I guess good for her. Shit. That's Capcom staff outfit. I don't know what the deal with that is. She has like a Ryu type outfit. And here's her OG outfit. She has like this holiday outfit. I'm pretty sure. Roll. Party dress and tracksuit. I'm pretty sure like Sakura is of age now. So now it's like it's okay to put her in sexy stuff.
Sakura.
行こう
Brazil.
Because, you know, like, because I don't know how old she was initially, you know, when she makes her debut. You know, other than like, okay, like she's definitely a high school student. Like for sure she's a high school student. But I think between Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, I think I think that the time difference is a good few years. So, you know, she might be like a you know, a full-grown adult now.
You win.
You know, and will we see Sakura again in the future? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think with her, like, you know, the door seems and feels open for her to make a return. But you know, you never know. Like,
Fight.
you know, we could skip an entire Street Fighter generation and not have a playable Sakura. You know, Street Fighter has a lot of characters, and they gotta you know, they gotta make new characters. They gotta bring in you know, new characters, because, you know, for the first time in Street Fighter history, like we have guest characters in Street Fighter 6, when we got Terry Bogard and Mai Shiranui. And it's like it's like, are you saying Fatal Fury is canon to, it's like, is Fatal Fury canon to the Street Fighter universe, or it's just, we just happen to have a Terry Bogard and a Mai Shiranui in a separate timeline in the Street Fighter universe? Either way, we have something. We have something.
USA. Final round. Fight.
I like she has an anti-air fireball, but like sometimes like I do it without meaning to. She has homework to hand in. I don't know, maybe she's a university student now. Could be a university student now.
Japan. Final round. Fight.
I like how in Street Fighter V, through their EX moves, it's like
You win.
their super moves from previous games. Not all characters do that, but I've noticed quite a few, especially with Sakura. Like a lot of like a couple of her EX moves are supers from previous games. So like when I do you know, her EX hurricane kick or her EX like uppercut, it's the super versions from previous games.
Final round. Fight. You win.
Sorry, my nose got stuffy. It's usually always stuffy, but yeah. Okay, fucking barrel stage. Not doing this shit. It gets tiring after one. Like after one time of like doing this shit. But you know, if they would give me a fucking car to beat up, I would be all up on that. I would beat up a fucking car. But this shit's like fucking boring because you gotta wait for the barrel to come down, and then you got this fucking dick monkey who's like more like looks like a duck. So like a dick duck. You know, like trying to fuck with you, and it's like, yeah, I don't know, it's stupid. I'd rather them like give me a fucking car. Give me a fucking car to beat up. Or bring back Test Your Might. Which I know this isn't the right franchise. But these are things that I'd rather have. But yeah, so other than that, other stuff that's going on in, you know, in the fighting game scene is, you know, Tekken is, you know, they're about to have their new season. They just announced
Final round.
I think they announced a couple characters, but I think I only remember one, like Kunimitsu they announced. And then, oh yeah, that's right, they announced Bob. And then I think they announced Roger. They announced Roger. So there's like one more character for them to announce, but they're waiting at a later time. Who's this new character? We don't know. Could be a brand new character. Could be another returning character. Could be a guest character. Probably a guest character. So, but yeah, we'll have to wait probably around EVO. Like EVO America. And then, you know, curious to see like what, because in a few, well, no, we still got some time before Fatal Fury hits their 1 year of being a thing.
You win.
I think Street Fighter 6, like we still have. I think we're waiting for the release of Alex, and then other than that, I think we have 2 more characters. I think we're waiting for. I think one is Elena, and then the other is Ingrid. Unless like Elena hasn't been released yet. I don't know if she's been released or not, but I know Ingrid hasn't, and I think a lot of people might be curious about Ingrid. What else? Yeah, we have some new fighting games coming out this year. We got Invincible Versus. We got a fucking like Avatar, as in, you know, Last Airbender, fighting game coming out. And we have, you know, the new Marvel fighter, Marvel Tokon, which I'm like really excited for. So, but even that, even with Marvel Tokon, like that's been drama lately, because they officially announced that the game will have 20 characters at launch, and yeah, now people are bitching about that, not realizing that like having 20 characters in a 2D fighter is pretty fucking standard. It is pretty fucking standard. But, you know, they thought like, I don't know, they were gonna get like 30 or something. I feel like maybe the magic number could have been like 24. I think if they released the game with 24 characters, like somehow people suddenly like wouldn't be bitching. Maybe. But I'm not mad at them having 24 characters, because I know like they're gonna be making and releasing more characters, so you know, it's fine. And like I said, like 20 characters is like the standard. But you know, people be complaining.
You win.
But I'm very excited for that game. It's definitely going to be a day one purchase for me. Like I'm getting like the fucking like whatever is the most you know, ultimate edition you can get, because I want all the things. I want all the things. I want all the extra characters.
Secret area. Final round. Fight. You win.
So, and you know, I'm curious about the Avatar fighting game, but I think there's rumors that it might come out around the same time Marvel Tokon comes out. So that's gonna create some shit. That's gonna create some fucking shit. Because people are gonna like fucking compare to each other and like fucking complain and whatever, and it's like, see, this is why we don't get nice shit. This is why we only get like one fighting game a year. Because God forbid we have two come out the same year.
Bow down before my cycle.
Or, you know, in close proximity to each other.
Fight.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wonder what that did. Not that I'll get to find out, because I might won't let me do anything.
You win.
Like how we got the fucking gratuitous upskirt shot of Sakura for like no fucking reason. Oh, got another bonus picture. This picture of Laura, Chun-Li, Ibuki, Elena, even though she's not in this game. Oh, and I guess Sakura. It's probably Sakura. Yeah, and they're all drawn with like really stupid sized boobs. So yeah.
Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 5.
Alright, so next up we got Menat, who's a all new character for this game. And so far she's only been in this game. No word or anything if you know, if she's ever gonna be back for Street Fighter 6. Probably not. But you know. Could be wrong. Oh no, that's her hair. That's her hair. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know, she has some cool outfits though. Oh, this makes her, this is very Anakaris inspired. Oh, she has a Felicia outfit. Okay. Let's go with her default outfit.
I see your future. Wanna know who'll win?
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, she's a very weird character because she has like this crystal ball. Oh, interesting. I could have followed up with another attack, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. Okay, she seems interesting. I have seen people use her in tournaments. Not that many, but she's shown up like quite a few times.
USA. Final round. Fight. You win.
Seems kind of weird to use though.
Brazil. Final round. Fight.
Oh man. No, that was interesting.
You win.
She very much reminds me of Rose. Like instead of having a scarf, it's crystal ball. And she even has like her anti-air. And I don't even think Rose does that anti-air anymore. But she has it.
Final round. Fight. You win.
If Master were here, she'd probably say something like, for those seeking to lead your greatest enemy is your own inflated ego. Wait, maybe she was trained by Rose or something.
New Zealand. Final round. Fight.
He's blocking everything. She is kind of like a tricky character to use, but I could see how she could be a good
You
character.
win.
Yeah. I'll finish playing as her, and then I'll probably beat the game as one more character, and then I'll probably call it a day. Figured, you know, like, being the game as a few characters is better than nothing at all. And then I'll try to come on tomorrow and play some more. But yeah, so I mentioned Marvel Tokon earlier, and you know, they announced new characters, all X-Men related, Magic, Wolverine, and Danger, and it seems like you can form teams, and there might be like team incentivization. So, and because of that, I kind of figured out, like, based on that, like, what the other teams are gonna be, and like what characters like may or may not show up.
USA.
So, you know, if we got an X-Men team, we're gonna have an Avengers team, and right now only 2 Avengers have shown up. And you know, as part of the roster right now, which is Captain America and Iron Man. Who's the last 2 gonna be? I don't know. Because it could be so many characters. Plus, you know, what if they do the odd choice? You know, like they did by giving us Danger. You know, like, so what if they go something wild like that? You know, like they'll give us the Hulk, and then I don't know, they could give us like fucking Black Knight or something. You know. Yeah. But either way, like, so I know we're gonna get like 2 more Avengers. Who else will we probably get? I think there's gonna be like a young generational team. And that'll be the team of like Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, and Ghost Rider, because this Ghost Rider is Robbie Reyes, who's supposed to be young, so. Motherfucker. So yeah, so if we're gonna have a team representing like the younger, like a younger generation, um, then you know we'll have like one more character associated to that. I think there's going to be a villains team because we got Doctor Doom. So you know, there's not really like too many villain teams in comic books. You know, and whenever they are, like, they're not very long-lived. You know, I think like one of the more prominent ones is like, you know, Brotherhood of Mutants. You know, everyone else is like, you know, like you have like the Frightful Four.
You win.
But yeah, so I think there's going to be a villain team. Not necessarily sure who else would be part of that team. Because, you know, like, fucking Marvel has so many, like, great villains. I'm kind of thinking, like, Thanos is going to be one of the villains. As far as the other two, like, I want to say Magneto. And who knows? I mean, there's so many great villains
Final round.
for them to choose from, so it could be anyone. And then you never know, they might, you know, pick a villain that's never been represented before in any of the games, and you know, they might go with the weird choice. You know, like what if they go with like fucking Batroc the Leaper or something, you know? You know, what if they go with the Spot? You know, like, and the thing is, like, they could do that. They could do that and get away with it.
You win.
And then I think there's going to be a space team, like a space-based team, because you have Star-Lord there. And I'm gonna put a guess out there that because based off of like the pre-order information and stuff, not that it announced characters or anything, but I think the other space-related characters, one of them could be Silver Surfer, because Silver Surfer is going to be an item from the pre-order. And then if you get the Ultimate Edition of the game, you get Howard the Duck as a lobby character. And in the betas, like when you run around the lobby, like you run around the lobby as, you know, like as a character, and so far all these characters have been playable. So either Howard the Duck is going to be a playable character, or they're actually going to make, you know, like characters that like are just for the lobby mode. Alright, I got 2 more fights, and then beat the game as 1 more character, and then head on out.
Final round. Fight. Secret area.
Bow down before my cycle.
Final round. Fight.
Motherfucker. Okay. He like knocked out like a quarter of my health. I released extra balls,
You
but I don't
win.
know what they did. Power was indeed frightening. Minot could not see it for herself. Once again, her master words guide her. Just because you cannot see it, that doesn't mean it's not there. And then there's Rose. Rose is right there. In an outfit that, like, I haven't seen her, and I don't think that's an outfit. No, I just played as Rose. That is not. Why does she have this outfit in the fucking game? Or maybe she does, and I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. We're gonna go back and see, because that outfit looks really cool. But yeah, okay, so I was right. Like, yeah, Rose is her master.
Thank you for playing.
Alright. So I'm gonna beat the game as one more character, but let me check Rose. Where's that outfit? Rose, where are you? Yeah, no, she doesn't have that as an outfit. Yeah, no. Why isn't that outfit in the game? Like, that's a really cool fucking outfit. Instead, she's one of the few characters who, like, her default outfit is, like, practically her OG outfit. Anyways, alright, so next character we're gonna play as is Ed. Don't know much about Ed either. He makes his debut in Street Fighter V and even shows up either as a launch character or a DLC character for Street Fighter 6. And I've seen quite a few people use him in tournaments and stuff for Street Fighter 6. So, but other than that, I don't really know too much about him. Oh. Oh, Nero outfit. Dimitri.
Instant kill.
Alright, so I'm gonna beat the game as him and call it a day.
Final
That's interesting.
You win. China. Final round. Fight.
Oh, that's a cool move. Don't know how it did it.
You win. UK. Final round. Fight.
I don't know how he did that move. Huh. I don't know. I don't know how I do it.
You win.
I should check out his move list.
USA. Final round. Fight.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's weird like the other girl. Huh. Okay. Oh, all right. Trying to figure out. I don't know. His moves are weird, like the other girl.
You win.
Like they gave them like all new like I don't know, like movement types. and I don't know if it carried over in Street Fighter 6, but I don't know. I guess it didn't seem to bother people enough in Street Fighter 5 anyways, because like I said, like I saw him use, well, no, I think I've seen him used a bit in Street Fighter 5, but I see him used a lot in Street Fighter 6.
Final round.
So I don't know if that's indicative of, like, you know, his move list changing.
Perfect KO. You win.
Fucking barrels. Why can't you just give me a fucking car? Just give me a fucking car to beat up.
Ready. Fight.
So, but anyways, yeah, after him, I'll stop for the night. I'll try to sign on tomorrow and try to beat it as the next batch of characters. And then I keep forgetting, like, I know I'm supposed, I think, oh, that's right, okay. I think I'm going out on Thursday night, so I won't be able to play then. And then on Friday, I'm supposed to be busy, so I may or may not be able to play Friday night. And then Saturday, I'm busy also. So I probably won't be able to play, yeah, so I probably won't be able to play anything until Sunday. Like, after tomorrow. Which sucks because I would have liked to move on from this to whatever I'm doing next, which might be Mario RPG by Sunday, because as of right now, I don't really have. So my plans for Sunday is for work. When people reach like their 60th birthday, like they have like a, you know, a special event, you know, like dinner party, dinner drinking thing for them, and it's this Sunday, and also like people drink for these things, like that's pretty normal, that's pretty usual. And but like the event is early though. It's like it's like at noon, and so it'll go on from like noon to 2 or something. So I'll probably be back home by like home and settled by like 3 or so. But because I'll be drinking, who knows how the fuck I'll feel when I come home. I'll come home and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm okay enough to play video games. Or I just may be like, fuck it, I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to sit and like watch TV, and that's it. That's gonna be my day. So we'll see. And then Monday is supposed to be a holiday, and I don't think I'm doing anything that Monday.
Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win.
So, but yeah, if I am up for playing video games, it'd be a good day to start playing Mario RPG.
Another fight is coming your way.
Because I can sit there all day playing Mario RPG. You know, play as much as I can Sunday, and then probably play like a good bit on Monday. So I could probably get like pretty far into that game. And from what I remember, I don't think that game is that long of a game. You know, even though it's an RPG, a lot of RPGs back in the day like were not that long compared to like, you know, RPGs even like years later. So I think like Mario RPG might be closer to like a 20-hour game, possibly. Motherfucker. Oh, that's an interesting
You win.
It's a hat on top of his hat. I think I'm almost done. I think I have like 3 more characters left. Yeah.
Secret area.
It's just there's so much like loading in between though, man. It's like it has to show me like who I'm fighting next, and it has to go into this screen, and it has to there's so much going on in between.
Final round. Fight. You win. Secret area. Final round. Fight. You win. Secret area.
Bow down before my cycle.
Final round. Fight.
I'm the one who taught you how to make a fist. Now it seems you got some life in your punches. Not bad, kid. Wait, what? Did Balrog train Ed or something? Okay.
Thank you for playing.
So, alright. So I'm going to stop here for now, but let me see what's the next
Street
group
Fighter
of characters I'm going to play as next time. Alright, so we got... Oh, okay, so next, we're going to be playing as my favorite character, Akuma. And then we also got Judy, who's also a character I also like playing as. And then we have Alex, or Banana Hair. And not totally crazy with Alex. And then we got Ibuki, who like it's okay, like I'm okay with. But otherwise, oh, and then we got Rashid, and then we got Laura. So yeah, so probably next time I stream, I'll be able to beat it as these characters, and then hopefully I can stream one more time after that. I don't know how, because Thursday night I'm busy. Maybe if I I probably won't be able to Friday night. Maybe if I play Saturday night, like if I come home early enough Saturday night, I can play. And then beat it as the rest of these characters, and then I'll take a break, because this is a whole lot of characters. Like this side alone is a fucking fighting game. Like this is 20. Actually no, on this side it's like 25 characters. That's a whole damn fighting game. That's a whole damn fighting game of characters. So yeah, so I'll take another break. I'll play Mario RPG. When I finish that, I'll come back to this. So, but anyways, when I come back, Kuma will be next. So, all right. So yeah, thank you for tuning in once again, and hope you have a good rest of your day. And I should be back tomorrow. So. Hopefully I will see you then. So, alright. So, thank you, dude. You take care.